Hey yo, what's good? It's Bodega Bams, and we listen to SpeakerBox X with V-Riv on 99.1 FM Downtown Radio.
You're listening to KTDT Tucson. We're 99.1 FM, Downtown Radio, the antidote to corporate radio. You're now tuning into SpeakerBox X, Subterranean Hip Hop in Effect with your host V-Riv. And we have a very special guest in the studio. He goes by Happytree. How you doing, Happytree?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How's the weather over there?
It is very gray over here right now. A little cold, but it's supposed to warm up by the weekend, so nothing too bad.
Oh, nice. So where were you born and raised?
I was born in Ventura, California, and I guess I was kind of raised in Detroit, as well as Sterling Heights, Michigan. I lived in California till I was about 6. Then I moved to Detroit till I was about 13, 14. Then I moved out here to Sterling Heights. So just a little bit of everywhere. Definitely, I would say I was raised in Sterling Heights, though.
Nice. So how's the music scene over there? How's the music scene in that area?
I mean, there's a little pockets of people who are kind of doing unique music or trying different things, but for the most part, Detroit rap is kind of one style. It's very boxed in.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, but it's nice to know that there are people out here who are trying different things.
Nice. So how did you come up with your artist name, Happytree? Like, how did that come about?
Okay, so my actual name is John Smith, and I thought that would be a little bit too generic for a rap name.
Yeah.
So Happytree, I was trying to start a brand called Forest Co, and just Happytree kind of made sense. I mean, it's more of an idea than a name. It's like, happiness is a goal, and tree is kind of like the ideology of just constant growth and progression. Always moving forward or moving upwards. So you put those two together, and it's Happytree.
Nice. No, that's really positive. It's a positive message. So I totally vibe with that. What type of music or
maybe I think that was like the main goal, just trying to promote positivity. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Nice. What type of music and or artist played a major role in shaping your adolescent years?
I would say, I really started getting into music about high school. Like, I wasn't really listening to a lot of artists frequently, and then Childish Gambino dropped Camp, and I was kind of playing that constantly, as well as Tyler the Creator, Mac Miller. These were kind of my introduction into people who were just being themselves unapologetically, making music that wasn't to the status quo or mainstream so far, but just really sentimental music that they cared about. And that just really struck me as something to kind of pursue.
Nice. Good, good. Okay. What was the pivotal point in your life that made you decide that emceeing was something you wanted to pursue a career in?
Started making music about 14, 15. I mean, it wasn't the best, but I was starting to write. And then I kind of recognized that, people who were listening to my music kind of really liked it, as far as I wouldn't say like cult following or anything like that, but they just they appreciated that I was staying authentic. And it was just a way for
Yeah.
me to kind of get out emotions, as well as just be myself without having to worry about any outward opinions or anything like that. Like, when I'm making the music, I don't have to worry about what somebody's going to think about it. I can just make it and put it out and kind of forget about it at that point.
Nice, nice. What inspired the creation of your EP called In Due Time? Because I really enjoyed that EP of yours.
Oh, thank you.
So what's going on in your life?
In due time, I was working at this job that was kind of just overworking me. And, music, I was trying to make music for a long time, or make something solid that would, change that. And so In Due Time was just like a call to action. Like, in due time, I'm going to be able to get out this job, and I'm going to be able to start making music professionally. Um, so I wrote most of those songs while I was working, actually, just on the job. And it was kind of just the dream of getting past that is what embodied most of those songs.
Wow. Okay. I really enjoyed the track called SOS. Can you give
Yeah.
us a backdrop story on that one?
Oh, yeah. SOS actually was, so I was working with a producer named Late Late out of New York City. He hit me up. He wanted to make some music with me. And I had SOS saved on my computer. I actually produced the original track, and it was
Yeah.
more sad than anything. It
Aw.
was kind of a sadder track. Yeah. And if you listen to the lyrics, you could just hear like the struggle with
Yeah.
just wanting to do something more and not really being able to. And he kind of beefed it up and turned it into this really nice, dancey, good feeling track. And it made more sense, I guess, in the long run. But it was just me trying to be better, and trying to save myself while saving others.
Dope. No, yeah. And also About You. I mean, that's another
Yeah.
phenomenal track by you. So what was going on when you wrote that? Like, was there somebody special in your life, or was it just,
Uh,
you're just feeling good?
yeah, kind of About You is more so about like all the girls that I kind of wanted to do something with, as far as get to know them, or just pursue like a romantic relationship with. And especially the ones that there's certain situations with people who you are really attracted to, where they just make you feel good. It doesn't really matter what they're doing. It's just being in their present makes you feel good. Or just the in your mind, the facade that you create about them is just something that makes you feel
Yeah.
good constantly. So About You was more so like a reach out to a crush or something like that.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a musical break. I'm gonna go ahead and play the track "About You" by Happytree, and this is off his EP called "In Due Time."
I just wanna know about you.
I just want to know what makes you crazy. Can we move together? Baby, we two pieces, different puzzles. Do we know no better? I've been to these places, not a stranger to this force between us. Don't put out this fire. Let me take you higher. I just wanna know all that you love. Netflix and chill, I go party with drugs. Don't wanna fall, but a part of me does. If it's you, then it's already done. Oh, that voice is amazing. Face engraved in my cranium. The days can fade away, glowing like a new sunset. Erase all the days are gray. Gotta save the Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, but I hope that she does. Cause I'm tired of the strain. Wanna build with a queen, not a ball in a chain. Where our minds intertwine, get involved in the pain and grow. So is that you? Or are we playing like recess? Need that truth. On my way to a reset, keep that new. I can't stand here. I just wanna know what's your answer. I just wanna know. Yeah. I just wanna know about you. I just wanna know. Yeah. I just wanna know about you. Yeah. About about me, like what it be when I'm around you. My heart just skipping beats, hold it down to the ground, see it way below my feet. Just some angels in the sky on the way to growing wings. Knew a couple things before I knew a couple things. Then I opened up my eyes and got a view of what it means. Be happy, get better, no waves, no nevers. I'ma do whatever I choose, cause I got life forever. Multiply the efforts, tried to get her, dealt with that rejection. Under pressure, diamond in the rough was a problem child. The problems never left me, but I just wanna know about you. Go high, gotta roll about two. Now I'm feeling so Zeus at the stars in the sky, like thoughts of the mind, and I'm never gonna lose. All W's. What, why, where you been all my life? Swear it's all you tonight, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 what, why, where you been all my life? Swear it's all you tonight, yeah, yeah. I just wanna know, yeah, yeah. I just wanna know about you. I just wanna know, yeah, yeah. I just wanna know about you. I just wanna know, yeah, yeah. I just wanna know about you. I just wanna know, yeah, yeah. I just wanna know about you. I just wanna know.
You're listening to 99.1 FM Downtown Radio, the antidote to corporate radio. You're now tuning into SpeakerBox X, Subterranean Hip Hop in Effect with your host V-Riv. We have Happytree in the studio. We just played the track called Bout You, and that's off his EP called In Due Time. And we've been chopping it up. We just talked about what inspired that track called Bout You. And it's about all the girls, that he's come across in his life. So that's a really beautiful track. I definitely enjoyed it. Let me go ahead and ask you, what's your opinion on the state of hip hop? Is it in a state of emergency, in a state of renaissance? What's your opinion on it in general?
I think, and being honest, I think hip hop right now is still solid for the people who are making hip hop music. The rap songs that are on the radio right now aren't really hip hop. They're more so trap inspired or just hype mainstream songs. But hip hop, as far as the people who are making those, like I would say J. Cole, Earth Gang, people like Flatbush Zombies or Joey Badass, those people are actually still pushing that culture and reinventing it, sort of making songs that mean something, but are still able to grab a lot of listeners.
No, yeah, for sure. 100. I really enjoy the track called Be Easy. That's off your brand new EP called Canvas. So go ahead and tell us about Canvas. You just dropped that in March, but it's a dope EP, and I really enjoy the track Easy. So how did that come about?
Canvas was me trying something different. I was doing, I kind of did like the hip hop, boom bap beats type thing, and then In Due Time was kind of more so stepping into a poppy dance type field, and then Canvas was more so like acoustic rap. So with Be Easy was like my takeoff song as far as in the idea of going into space or something. Like I wanted to make a song that just felt like you were blasting off into space, and I kind of think it accomplished that with the hook. But like I said, a lot of those songs are made in times or just with the mindset of I want to be something better, and I'm trying to figure out how I can be more than what I feel I am right now.
Yeah. I really also your Day by Day. I love that track from that EP you dropped recently. Yeah, Day by Day, because I feel like you're talking about like the struggle. You gotta keep positive no matter what. I feel like you're talking about the struggle in that track. So what are you talking about? The struggle?
Just the struggles and constantly chasing progression of any kind. Especially when you get into that cyclical lifestyle of, I still have jobs, so it's like working and just every day you're kind of day in day out doing the same thing, and when you're not seeing results, you got to keep that positivity, you got to keep that hope and the faith that what you're doing is making a difference somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a creative space or a place you go to in order to dive into your creative mind, like with ease? Do you have like a place you go to that you're able to be super creative, or does it just happen to you spontaneously?
It's more so spontaneous. Like I make most of my songs in my room, but I'm starting to recognize that my room is more so a place of relaxation, not really creation.
Yeah.
So I like to get out. I'll go out in nature. I'll make sure I'm staying active or just walking outside. Getting fresh air, things like that. My brain
Yeah.
seems to work better when I can really breathe in fresh air. So
Nice,
yeah.
nice. What do you do in your free time? Like, what do you enjoy reading? Is there a podcast, magazine that you've been reading lately, or movies that have definitely motivated you, inspired you, changed you in some way?
I've been reading. Like, I read books that are kind of like the last book I read was Power versus Force by Charles Dickens, if I'm not mistaken. And I still need to reread it because there's concepts in there that I can't really understand. But I like reading books that I don't understand, and then just
Yeah,
gaining that knowledge over time of kind of gearing my mind towards it. So I just read that. I'm reading a book called Creativity by Osho now. Um, The Art of Letting Go, also by Charles Dickens. He's a nice author in my opinion. And as far as like movies or things I do in my free time, I like to go out, hang out with my friends, just gain new experiences. I feel like the more experience you do have, the more you can pull from to make good songs for people. So movies, I'm just
for
watching
sure.
fun. I'm not watching anything that's like, super insightful. I just like watching funny movies and relaxing.
Nice, nice. We're gonna go ahead and take a musical break. I'm gonna go ahead and play the track called "Day by Day." This is off Happytree's EP called "Canvas." Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
Turn to the flash in a minute. I'm running past your opinions. Only go back when it's back to the books, but still reading half of you niggas. We level up and let them look at it. Get stuck to me like the magnetics. Out of pocket, got the pants sagging. We pulling up, teaching calisthenics to each his own. That evil balance, my good deed. I'm laying bricks till I see a home. Never catch me with a tool on me. Don't need the bullets, I'm spraying flows. Lifelong, that's the way it goes. But I keep growing, that's the way it goes. Hear this song on your radio, gotta leave it on, it might say it so. I take my time, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I change my life, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I build my soul, that take way. Might change your life, I'm on the way. I take my time, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I change my life, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I build my soul, that take way. I let it breathe, just let it play. 96, I was made, man. Look at all that I made, man. Wonder who been clipping these brain stems. Got no computer, don't know they future. We get lifted, don't need no Uber. I get you there if you're staying truthful. Foes hate that they love this music. They in the mirror, straight jumping to it. I let it go. Rella roll up with the medical. Tell them check the method. Why you checking on the methadone? Hop you in and you ain't never have a med alone. Living for the moment, but I'm living for the legend. And I take shots that Smith to the western. My money so long from the east to the western. Save it for later, now that's an investment. Day by day, building my heaven. I take my time, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I change my life, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I build my soul, that shit take way. Might change your life, I'm on the way. I take my time, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I change my life, it's day by day. Day by day, day by day. I build my soul, that shit take way. I let it breathe, just let it play.
You're listening to 99.1 FM Downtown Radio, the antidote to corporate radio. You're tuning to SpeakerBox X, Subterranean Hip Hop in Effect, with your host V-Riv. We just played the track called Day by Day off Happytree's EP called Canvas that just dropped in March. We just been chopping it up. We're gonna go ahead and he just dropped some knowledge. He loves Charles Dickens, and he just told us about the books he loves reading by that author. And I think I read a book by him back in the day, but he's an old author, right? I don't think he's alive anymore, is he?
I'm not actually sure, but I know that his all his books have like the same style of cover where it's like a white and black contrast or a white and blue contrast with a split down the middle. So he makes really good books. I enjoy him.
Dope. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep diving into the mind of Happytree. So would you like to share a personal experience or something most people don't know about you?
I guess a personal experience would be I got a lot of personal experiences, but something that people don't know about me is that I actually produce a lot of the music that is dropped out, or I've had I had a hand in some of the production of most of my music. Like a lot of the stuff that I released previously, as well as Through the Forest, was all produced by me, and trying to get
Okay.
in and just mixing and mastering and things like that. So I like to be more hands-on with the music than just lyricism.
Sweet, sweet. All right, let's go ahead and keep diving into your mind. Your latest album, Through the Forest. What inspired the creation of that EP? Speaking of Through the Forest.
Through the Forest was more of like a pride project. I just wanted to be able to say that I completely produced and engineered my own album. I was really trying to be like a Russ with that one.
Yeah.
But the inspiration for, or at least the name, was Through the Forest, Happytree, going through life or the struggles of life, or just trying to make it through something, and the forest is always pretty shady, pretty dark, so you got to go through that darkness if you want to reach the light on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. How do you deal with stress? Like when you're, in a stressful situation, do you just go to music? Is that your escape, or is there other things you do to alleviate it?
I like to, I'm not sure I really know how to meditate, but I like to try to quiet my mind, get myself into a peaceful state. Music is definitely a big outlet when it comes to letting go of stress. I mean, if you're feeling angry, you just make a really hype song. If you're feeling chill, or you're trying to chill down, then you make something that kind of smooths it out. But for the most part, I like to just quiet my mind, reassure myself that, I'll get through this stress, and then just keep on pushing from there.
Nice, nice. And the cover art for your EP called Through the Forest, how did that come about? Because I like it. It's kind of like it's you, but it's obscure. It's like, kind of dark. So what were you trying to have the listener convey? Like, what's the message behind that?
So that picture is actually from a performance I did here in Michigan. It was one of my first ones that I did in Michigan, and I just liked how the lighting behind it was kind of this green, gold, bluish feel. It kind of gave you a little bit of everything, and then through the clouds is the clouds around me, as well as the doves. I just like doves. There's no really spiritual significance or any meaning to that, but I wanted you to be able to see me doing what I love to do through the fog of life, or just through the shade that is normally cast over some people's eyes. So it was just, I made it, and I just wanted to kind of make a collage of like elements that I really enjoyed.
Nice, nice. What's your opinion on the music industry? Has it been easy? Has it not been easy? Like, what's your opinion on it?
I like to believe that I'm not too far into the music industry right now to really have a say on it, but I mean, I know pretty soon here I probably will have to start diving into those, just into the industry. But I like to kind of keep away from it and just keep the focus on my own music. I'm not really listening to too much radio or anything like that. I like to keep my mind straight and make music that I enjoy.
For sure, for sure. We're gonna go ahead and take a musical break. I'm gonna go ahead and play the track called Golden, and this is off Through the Forest EP that you just dropped. So let's go ahead and give it a listen.
I cut off my feelings cause they got me doing dumb shit. Spending all my money trying to function. Running, gotta limit the destruction. Don't know what I've been going through, so spare me your assumptions. I looked at the clock, it said 4 a.m. Grateful that I get to see the morning again. They were trying to sleep, I'm blanking out the snoring. I like that chasing love ain't that important. And I've been on it, yeah, I'm on it. Had to keep on building even when they didn't want it. Now I'm getting older, I learned I cannot control it. So everywhere we go, you get a whiff of marijuana. We rolling, I've been high as heaven and low as hell, but I never left you. Stay connected, I get a call and it's to the rescue. Can't regret what we did or didn't do, this a blessing. Take a second to recognize the progression. Through the rain, through the cold. I've been up too long to be low. I keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Yeah, I made it through the rain, through the cold. I've been up too long to be low. I keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. I'm golden, 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 golden. Keep the sunshine with me, golden, golden, golden. Keep the sunshine with me, me. And I started in that dark room, got it shining. They tried to put me in a box, I showed you how to climb it. You could tell by how we walk that we a different kind now. I got tired of overthinking, so I tuned my mind out. Can't be stressing over women, gotta get these winnings. Get some more fuel into the fire when you independent. Feeling like I'll be out of time, so it'd be hard to spend it. If I don't feel it in my soul, then I can't pay attention. Way too much potential to be playing like I'm simple living. Ribbon in the sky from the beginning, I could see it vivid. I just had to chase it, I was facing all the odds against us. Had to make it even, be the beacon to a lost cause they didn't know they needed. Now I shine for them, show them through example, never change the heart. It be strange to me, they saying nothing when they say a lot. I was at the bottom way too long, I had to make my mark. Keep a smile on me for the pain, cause I made it through the rain, through the cold. I've been up too long to be low. I keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Yeah, I made it through the rain, through the cold. I've been up too long to be low. I keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. Keep the sunshine with me, I'm golden. I'm golden, 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 golden. Keep the sunshine with me, golden, golden, golden. Keep the sunshine with me, me.
You're listening to 99.1 FM Downtown Radio, the antidote to corporate radio. You're now tuning into SpeakerBox X, subterranean hip hop in effect, with your host V-Riv. We have Happytree in the studio. We just played the track called Golden, and that's off his Through the Forest EP that just dropped. So let's go ahead and keep diving into the mind of Happytree. So I enjoyed the track These Days. These Days was to me, that was a profound track. What was going through your mind when you were making that, or when you were creating that track?
I don't. It all started kind of with the chords. I played some chords, and I ended up putting a halftime on them. That made that really like. It feels euphoric and kind of trippy to me. Just the chords playing in the background, and then These Days is basically me finally realizing that, the things that I've been chasing all this time, or the success that I've been trying to achieve is all here. It's just all matter of perception, and instead of viewing it as something that's outside yourself or something that's really far away, you can really just take control of it right now and say that you are the success, or like J. Cole says, you could be the change that you want to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was just basically like a switch in the mindset. These days was, back then I was feeling this way, but these days I'm good and I'm gonna stay good no matter what.
That's good. That's positive, man. You have nothing but positivity, man. For sure. Yeah, for sure. So this is just a fun question. If the apocalypse were to happen, what's a food you cannot live without?
That's it. Well, let me think. I guess this kind of works in the survival aspect. Like, I really love salmon. Like, I don't care.
Good.
As long as it's not any sauce on it, I can eat it 9 out of 10 times. So I would say salmon. One, because if we're in an apocalypse, I can also always have access to salmon, unless I guess all the fish are dead. But I'll just start like a salmon farm or something, But it's probably salmon. Yeah,
for sure. Cool. And then another fun question is, how did hip hop come into your life? Like, who inspired you to dive into the path of hip hop?
I would probably say my mom. My mom used to be a rapper back when she was younger, back in the 80s, 90s, okay, things like that. So she was always kind of playing music when I was a kid. And I remember, I think my first rap song that I ever heard when I was like 4 or 5 was and this is weird, but it was Kid Rock's
American Badass. Oh yeah, Cowboy, yeah.
I want to be a cowboy, babe. That song
Yeah.
right there, for some reason, I really loved it. But I didn't really get into hip hop until, or like start studying the music until about when I was at my first job, when I was probably about 18, 19. I just wanted to start listening to all the people that were deemed like the greats, or really cool lyricists like Nas and Outkast and Big and things like this. So that was my start, but I didn't really start studying it until later in my life when I decided to start taking it seriously.
Wow. And what inspired you to take it seriously? Like who was there? Was there anybody there? Was it just something that happened to you and you're just like, I'm gonna take this pathway? Like how was that moment? Like what was that moment like?
I think it was the ease of being able to make music, because I think back, like before, you had to have a studio, you had to have, connections with people who knew how to make music. But I was just taking, YouTube to MP3 beats off of YouTube, and I got a little
Dope.
mic, and back then I wasn't even using like a real recording software. I was using Audacity, and I was just putting lyrics on top of beats. And my friends at my school were like, this ain't bad. So just the support I got from making those tracks were what wanted me to keep on kind of evolving with it and growing with it.
Hey, so where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I'm hoping to just be fully self-sufficient as far as music. Like right now I'm getting into engineering, and just being able to make my own stuff completely, without, and I'm still collabing with people. I'm making sure that I'm networking and getting those connections out. But for the most part, I just kind of want to be completely, I want everything to kind of revolve around music within my life, like not have a day job or not have to worry about where the next check is coming from, anything like that.
For sure, for sure.
Mhm.
So who have you collaborated with? Like who are some of the people you collaborated with?
I've collaborated. I just finished a project yesterday with a man named Louis Astro. He was the one who produced my latest track, Holding You. He also produced some things I dropped on my SoundCloud before. He's a really good producer. I collabed with Late Late, who was a producer from New York for In Due Time and Canvas, and Control Gang, was this artist I met on Instagram who is actually making really nice songs right now. Those were the songs that we just dropped, which I think is 60 plus, and the other one's kind of dropping from my mind right now. But we made some pretty hype tracks. He's kind of pushing me to reinvent my style as far as just doing hyper things and stuff like that. But as far as any artists that are well known or people that are household names, nobody yet. But I mean, that's gonna come with time.
Yeah, for sure. Who would be that person? Who would be the person you would love to collaborate if you had the chance?
If I had the chance, it'd probably be J. Cole, definitely.
Oh
J.
yeah, J.
Cole
Cole.
or Shmino or Saba,
Okay.
one of those three. Those are
Ooh,
kind of who I'm
Saba's
listening to
really
right now.
good.
Yeah, man. He has not dropped a bad track yet. Like it's ridiculous.
For sure. For sure, for sure. So we're coming at the tail end of the interview. What are your words of wisdom to someone who would want to do what you do or want to pursue a career in what you do? What are your words of wisdom to them?
I think the greatest thing I can tell somebody who's trying to pursue a career like this is have complete faith in yourself. Um, Once you start trying to chase outside validation, that's when things can start getting rocky. As far as people aren't listening to your. It's going to be a while before you have this type of effect on people where they want to hear everything you do. You're going to have a lot of failures, but those failures are going to make you stronger if you allow them to. Success is just made up of a ton of failures. So just keep on pushing. Have faith in yourself. Don't be worried on too much outside validation. Like just keep yourself solid and keep making music that you'll love, because you'll never get tired of it at that point.
100. And something I've realized lately is that a lot of dope artists, for some reason, they weren't receiving a lot of love from their hometown. They're receiving love from other places, and it's crazy. And then it's like full circle when they already have like love from other places, then their hometown's like receiving them with open arms. Like, yeah, man, you're dope. It's like what
Definitely.
you should.
Like I was here from the beginning, that type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, but it comes back around, so that's good. That's always good. So how can people support your work? What's the best way for them to support your work?
The best way to support my work is probably through Spotify. You can find me on, or really any streaming platform. You can find me there at Happytree. I post most of my music through all major distribution companies so that it's easily accessible. SoundCloud too, probably. I mean, it's Happytree across the board at all of these streaming services. So
sweet, cool. So another interesting, fun question I'm gonna ask you. So for Halloween, what was your favorite outfit? Like when you were a kid and you had to dress up for Halloween, like what was your go-to? If you had a go-to, I don't know. Maybe you didn't.
My go-to was, I think the one that I spent the most effort on was, I'm pretty sure I was in 6th grade, and that's when Napoleon Dynamite came out, and I just really loved the awkwardness of that music, of the movie. So I ended up dressing like Napoleon Dynamite with the Vote for Pedro shirt and the red curly wig.
Yeah.
And I made this shirt. I had to color in like a white T-shirt with a black collar.
Dope.
I did the dance. I kind of went all out for that.
You did the dance. That's dope. That's dope. Sweet. So it's been awesome interviewing you. Thank you for for being on SpeakerBox X. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you for the opportunity, for real. It's just, I'm hoping everything is taken well.
Yeah, for sure. And are you going to go on tour sometime in the future? I know there's quarantine going on right now, but is there any plans for that, like next year or sometime in the future?
If the opportunity comes up, I definitely will take that opportunity. I mean, for right now, I still kind of feel like I'm a little on the edge of breaking into the industry, kind of getting into those things. But if there's an opportunity, I'm not going to turn it down,
Okay, sweet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play the track called These Days, and that's off his brand new EP called Through the Forest by Happytree.
Ooh, I can't give up no more. I've been moving around, getting everything I wanted. They lining up no more. Take a look around, it ain't nothing like I wanted, but it's everything I wanted. Take a look these days, been lining up these days. I can't give up these days. These days, there ain't no rush about what to do. Couldn't wear my shoes if I pass them down to you. Why we get the blues over things we can't control? I've been spending days, no wonder it's getting old. I feel it's getting cold these days. I've been trying to focus in on all my goals these days, but it's slow these days. But you know these days, I've been looking for the answers they don't show these days. Cause I know we great. Where the flows these days, I simplified it. Been around too long, I can't be sympathizing. Remember when y'all missed the pilot, y'all dipping diving. All these ways my pimp beside. Ain't no way I'm missing mileage. Run so long, my feet ain't even working no more. Ooh, I can't give up no more. I've been moving around, on it. Ain't lining up no more. Take a look around, it ain't nothing like I wanted, but it's everything I wanted. Take a look these days, been lining up these days. I can't give up these days, these days. You can't let these days affect you. I protect you if I could. I figured out that we ain't special. We all stepping through the mud. I wrote these lyrics in a memory and heard them through a dream. That love is water in the desert. It ain't never what it seems, but could it be something better? That's just up to your perception. I believe every step we take is in the right direction. Never wrong, it's all connected like a round trip. If you've been feeling down, then I hope that you prepare for elevation. Never scared of where it takes us, cause we ask to see the future. All this clarity around me, it's a fear of mine to lose it. Guess the clearest mind is used to going dark when it's not needed. I'm so used to chasing light, I get surprised when I can see it. Ooh, I can't give up no more. I've been moving around, on it. They lining up no more. Take a look around, it ain't nothing like I wanted, but it's everything I wanted. Take a look these days, been lining up these days. I can't give up these days, 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 yeah, yeah, these days, these days, these days, these days, these days, these days,
SOS, don't stress, cause I'm on the way. I could save your soul, I could save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away.
We're gonna do it like this.
I can save your soul, I can save your soul.
SOS, never guess, cause
cause I know mama told me that I'm blessed, but he never wanna show. Get impressed, cause I'm dope. You don't smoke, what you mean? Keep it potent as the green, so you know it's Happytree. Yeah. Look in my eyes and I'm out of it. They overcharge, got me powerless. Power switch off and they turn into Malkovich. Get to the point like you rounding and drowning in knowledge. Keeping the steez cause I never been ballin'. Been stacking the cheese so my lunches is flawless. I don't deserve so I'm working for all of it. You get the curve, never call again, calling it SOS. Don't stress cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away. Baby, I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away. Baby, I can save your soul, I can save your soul. Saving your soul like I'm saving the game. To say it in layman's, these niggas is lame. So Himalayas get higher than you. I don't want a job cause it's hiding the truth. I'm a fighter pilot and I'm flying the coop. I'm tired of feeling like I gotta do what they do. This movie could end any second and there ain't no sequel, so I gotta move. SOS, I'ma be the best when I reach my end. No, I can't ever rest cause my brain on 10 whole nights. Been hoping and dreaming and thinking about life. Like what are we doing? Days are just drifting away, now I'm so out of sight. And these pages I write are just words of the past that I'm growing from, hoping it's bringing you light. Yeah, hope I can bring in some light, yeah. Will I get rid of the strife, yeah. No one is here for me right now. I don't know what to decide, no. So indecisive, I don't wanna fight it cause it keep me feeling alive, yeah. Hope that I'm real when I die, yeah. Hope that I'm real when I die. SOS, don't stress cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away. Baby, I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away. Baby, I can save your soul, I can save your soul.